Welcome back to the channel, my beautiful people. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to properly structure your business. So my entrepreneurs, for my business owners, from the individuals that are motivated to, start your own business at some point, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because properly structuring your business, especially if you're looking to get business funding, is absolutely imperative and crucial that you know this information and do it correctly in order to maximize your funding. Now, I will preface with this. There's a lot of gurus out there on the internet. There's a lot of gurus out on YouTube. Everything that I speak about from experience. Everything that I teach from my application. I went through the trials and errors. I learned the formula. I learned the blueprint. I applied it. It showed success. It got me to the next level. And that's why I share the information. So be very aware and be conscious of who you're paying attention to, who you're getting your information from, so that way there's no issues. So with that being said, business credit is an extension of your personal credit. Let that settle in, right? So most people on the internet are saying that they're completely separate. And let me break that down for you. It's completely separate in the sense that it doesn't report to your personal credit. That's one of the benefits of business credit, is when you obtain business credit on behalf of your business, it does not report to your personal credit. So if you needed to run a play and max the credit card out, liquidate it to go into a real estate deal or purchase some Bitcoin, etc., you're able to do that with no effect to your personal score. So that's why business credit is so powerful. And that's why business credit is so beautiful. Okay? But let's not get this confused, because you have to personally guarantee. Let me say that again. You have to personally guarantee all of your business credit on behalf of your business, unless you're doing corporate credit. Okay? So business credit is an extension of your personal credit because you have to personally guarantee everything on behalf of your business until you build your business credit through its EIN, and then that's called corporate credit. Okay? So there's a difference. Corporate credit is separate from your personal, right? And you apply for credit solely on the EIN number, and we'll talk about that. I'm gonna make another video breaking all that down. And that's the only separation. So a lot of gurus online are making it seem like business credit is separate than your personal, but that's not true. Business credit is an extension of your personal credit because you have to personally guarantee everything for your business until you build your business credit, aka Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, build your Paydex score, right? And then you build out the EIN profile, right? Which the EIN is like the social security number for your business. And then once you have a big enough EIN build out for your business, solely EIN, then you can start applying for business credit on behalf of your business solely with the EIN. And that's when you get into the corporate credit realm. So I wanted to preface with that because there's a lot of gurus out there saying to the contrary. However, we're gonna dive right in, so pay attention, my beautiful people. Here we go. So let's jump right in. So how to properly structure your business in 2025 and moving forward. Okay, so we want to pick, the first thing we want to do is we want to come up with a name. And we want to have a vague name, we want to have initials, and we don't want to have a name that's in a high-risk industry. So for an example, when I started my real estate company, I named it Rodriguez Properties. And right there in the name, I gave away what industry that I'm in. And unfortunately, real estate is a high-risk industry. So now the banks are biased to the amount of funding they'll give me based on my credit profile. Because again, when I go for business credit on behalf of my business, I'm personally guaranteeing that. So they're checking my personal credit. So if my personal credit is strong, they may offer me some type of funding for my business, but it'll be minimal because it's in a high-risk industry, or they can just outright deny me. So those are the two. So when you're thinking about a name, think about a vague name, or like I teach in my mentorship, initials, right? So Rodriguez Properties would be RP, and then the date that I incorporated it with the Secretary of State, and then LLC afterwards, or INC for incorporated. So it would be RP20 LLC. So now with those initials, you cannot tell what industry I'm in. So now you have to ask me, and when you ask me, I give you that information. So the name is extremely important. Give it some thought, and if you can't come up with a vague name, just simply think about the name that you want to name your business and create initials for it, and then whatever day you're going to incorporate it, put that in there, and then put LLC or incorporate or Inc., depending on how you're going to structure it. Number 2 is your business address. Okay, so that needs to be either a commercial or you can use a virtual. So when it comes to an address, think of your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo, your Chase. They have a commercial address, right? That you have. They have a brick and mortar that you can go into. They have a legitimate email address. They have a legitimate phone number. We'll talk about those things here shortly. But think about an actual business that you interact with or you have a relationship with today, and think about how they're set up. We're just going to mirror that. So when it comes to your address, it's commercial or virtual. Now, that's not to say you cannot utilize your home address. You can. Again, it's limited funding because home-based businesses are high risk. But I didn't put it up there because I don't recommend it, but you can use it. So when it comes, and if you can't get a commercial brick and mortar, no sweat. We'll utilize a virtual address, and we'll go to either Regus or Opus, right? And they offer virtual addresses at competitive pricing. Now, here's the caveat when it comes to an address. Your gurus are going to tell you to pick one in a highly dense area or a financial district. This is where you go wrong, because those addresses are now flagged and banks know that those addresses are virtual. So when you shop around for a virtual address, shop for one locally. Find one low key. Find one that looks like, okay, this could be a legitimate business. Let's not flag this. It's not in a big area. It's not in a big financial district. There's not a million business registered out of here. Okay, cool. Don't give the bank a reason to flag that address as virtual and deny your funding as a result. So your business address is just as important as your name. We're looking for a commercial brick and mortar if you can, or we're looking for a virtual with either Regus or Opus, and they give you monthly subscriptions that are affordable. You can receive your mail there, and then you can put that information on all of your corporate documents. Okay? We're going to need an email address. So not, ABC at Gmail or ABC at Hotmail. We're looking for a business address with your domain on it, right? So we're not looking for a Gmail or Hotmail. We're looking for an example of info at abcbusiness.com, whatever your business name is, right? So info or sales at rodriguezproperties.com, okay? And the reason why is, again, think about the professionalism. Think about the image that we're trying to portray here. When you email Chase, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo, you don't email them at a Gmail or a Hotmail. You email them at their domain website and whatever name or whatever department you're reaching out to. So your email address is this step right here is often overlooked because individuals don't want to pay the $7, the $10, or the $17 every month for an actual legitimate business one, but it's worth it. It's the price of doing business. So get your email address, make sure it's your business domain, and you'll be good to go on that one. Number 4 is a website. We need to have an online presence. We need to, again, look like we're legitimate. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, they all have a website that you can go to and navigate and apply for stuff, etc. Book appointments, right? So we need to have a website. We don't need to have an intricate website. However, we just need to have 1 to 2 pages, and it can simply be an about page, what your business is about and what you're doing and what you're bringing to the community, and then a contact page. And on your contact page, it's obvious. You're going to have your phone number, your email, you're going to have your business address, etc. Okay? Now, once you set your website up, you're going to go ahead and get a legitimate business phone number. So now this phone number can be an 800 number or a local number, not a personal number, not a Google voice number. These things can be traced and they can come back and you can get denied. Now, With the phone number, again, I'm going to say that if you use your cell phone or a landline that's connected to a home address, you won't be denied, but you'll be limited in funding if your personal profile is strong. I'm just giving you this information where if you do it this way, it's the highest probable cause of you getting, or the highest probable output or guarantee that you'll get some type of funding. That's not saying that putting the cell phone number there is not going to get you any funding. It can get you funding, but it'll be limited. Everything that's on this board and everything that I recommend is to maximize your business funding. So when it comes to a phone number, you can get an 800 number or a local number, and you can go to Grasshopper or you can go to freedomvoice.com, and you can pay $20 a month to have yourself a legitimate business number. You can download the app, incoming calls come in. When you call out through that app, it'll go out through the 800 number or the local number that you choose, and now you have an actual business legitimate phone number where clients and people can reach out to you, and they're not calling you on your cellular device, and it's not getting flagged in the system. Okay, so phone number is also very important. Now, we want to be searchable. Number 6 is list yourself with 411. We need to be able to be searchable online. So if you go to listyourself.net, put your business information on there. Again, it's a monthly subscription, but it's worth it. It's part of doing business. We need to be searchable. When you go to the bank and the bank goes to look you up, they need to be able to find you online. Okay, so don't forget to list yourself with 411. This is another step that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs miss when they're going out and starting their business. Now, NAICS code. This right here is not even spoken about. And this is extremely important because this is the code that gets classified to your business to label it either high risk or low risk. So NAICS, those are initials for North American Industry Classification System. So every business in the United States is classified per their industry. It's a 6-digit number or up to 6-digit number that they give you that classifies your business. So when you start your business and you want to start in a low risk niche, so you can go online and search up low risk industries. And once you find a low risk industry, for an example, engineering, education, tech, right? These are some of the low risk industries. So if you go online and search up NAICS code for engineering, software, education, write that number down, right? It's a 6-digit number. Write it down, and then that's the number that you're going to utilize in step 9. But NAICS code, nobody's talking about it. This is extremely important because this is what categorizes your business as either high risk or low risk. So search a low risk industry, go online, go to the NAICS code website, find the 6-digit number that corresponds with that low risk industry, write it down. Okay? Once you finish that, now you can go and get your EIN number on irs.gov. It's completely free. You should not be paying for your EIN number. It's completely free. It takes a couple of minutes. Once you have all of these prior steps lined up, you go and get your EIN number, and boom, now you have your social security number for your business. Now, this is a step that the majority of business owners out there and entrepreneurs make. They don't go to step 9 for a couple of months, for even years. They use a personal account. So when you go to step 9, open a business checking account. The minute you obtain that EIN number, go and open yourself a business checking account. This is how you separate yourself from the business. You're not commingling funds. You're not using funds from your personal and depositing business into personal, etc. It turns into a cluster when you do that. So open up your business bank account. Now, the reason why this step is so important is because when you open up your business checking account, that's the actual birth date of your business. I don't care if you filed your business with the Secretary of State 10 years ago. You think like, oh, okay, my business is 10 years old. The birth date of your business is when you open up a business checking account. Do not skip this step. Every time you open up a business, you should be opening up a business checking account for that business and operating, and all of your expenses and revenue go in and out of this account. I cannot stress this enough. So there you have it. There's the blueprint on how to properly structure your business. If you go to step by step, very simple, very easy, nothing drawn out, nothing extravagant, just straight to the point. If you follow those steps 1 through 9 and properly structure your business, I can guarantee you that when you go for funding, it'll be a lot easier, you'll have a lot more approvals, and you'll have higher amounts of approvals to go with that. Properly structured business is absolutely imperative when you're going for business funding. So in the future, I'm going to make a video on how to build out your how to build out your business credit, EIN only, aka corporate credit. Okay, so that way you understand the difference between business credit and corporate credit, how your business credit profile should look, how your personal credit profile should look, and the data points that you need in order to get approved for business credit. Now, I always, for the last 10 years, I've been preaching about business credit and the beauty of business credit. Like I said before, you have to personally guarantee the debt, but once you build out your personal profile and you start getting approved for business credit, now you can move a lot faster. From A to B is now a shortcut. So if you needed to save up 30, 40, 50,000 from your W-2, think about how long it would take you to do that. Most people save up for 10 to 15 years enough capital to actually start their business. You can get that in 15 minutes. So you've shortened the length of time that you yourself have to save by properly structuring your credit report and leveraging your credit to get business credit, to get that funding you need to start that dream business that can change the life and the trajectory of your family legacy for generations to come. We should be helping each other level up. There's nothing more beautiful than seeing everybody eat. Until the next one, my people. Peace.